Hello, Nomads, and welcome to this month's catch-up episode of what we've been up to, what we've been playing, watching, all that good stuff. It is July 2022. We're in the middle of summer here, so we'll see what we've been up to. I know we have all been pretty busy with family stuff and weather being nice, but hopefully we got some games and movies and TV shows to catch up on. But I am your host for this episode. My name is Eric, and I have with me, as always, David.
Hello, hello.
And Brandon.
Hello, hello.
All right. Let's get right into it. Who wants to start? Let's just start with the thing we know we've all been playing.
Yeah. Which one?
I would like to start off with Fall Guys, because I've been having a good time with Fall Guys. It recently got its release on Xbox, and it went free to play as well, so everybody's kind of jumping back in. It released, I think, last year, and I played it a little bit when it first came out because it came to PlayStation Plus, and so I tried it out for free when that came out, and I feel like I didn't really get into it, mostly because I didn't have anyone to play with. I was just playing solo. Played a couple rounds, and I put it down, but I feel like it's kind of got a little bit of a resurgence now that it has this re-release, and we've all been playing together, and I've been having a blast.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It is kind of like the dumb Wipeout game where you just, but it's also got like a style battle royale feel to it, where you die early. We play a lot of solos just because it seems like that's the easiest way to go.
Unless you have a really good squad, it's tough to do the squads because you all have to make sure that you finish in a high place, because that accumulates all your points together, and that's how you move on to the next round.
Yeah, one bad round and you drag the whole team down, so that's tough.
I like the variety of mini games. Like, so far they're all fun. You do get some repeats, but I like pretty much all of them.
The gameplay is good.
They're fun, and it feels good.
For how many people are online? Like, how many people are we
60.
playing?
60 tops per game. It's 60
okay.
people max.
Yeah, and each round, little by little, people are being eliminated till there's one left. But it's pretty smooth, and I know there's like cross play going on here. So we're the three of us are playing on Xbox, but we could be on a Switch. You could be on a PlayStation.
Yep. PlayStation, PC, yep.
Yeah.
Which is nice because
really cool.
You get into rooms pretty quick because it's cross-play is everywhere. It gives you that little warning that if you turn it off, like, you might be waiting a little while. So mash them all together.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem like if you're playing on with a mouse and keyboard, like you'd have an advantage over it because it's so simple.
No, not at all.
You can jump.
You just run in and jump.
You can dive, and you can grab onto things. Which I've been doing to people. I know. I like to grab people, and then they can't jump, and then something hits them.
Dude, on that one, I forgot what it was called, but the one with the spinning bars and the fan.
Dude.
if you grab someone on that, you could really fuck them up. Because if you get hit by one of those spinny things, you'll pretty much fly right off. So
that's great.
Yeah,
it looks and feels like a Nintendo game. I can't stop thinking about how like Nintendo could have done this, because they've been doing this with like Pac-Man and like a Tetris,
and they got Mario Party, and
they got Mario Party,
sort of Mario Party.
I'm just saying,
yeah.
They did the Battle Royale with those other franchises, and then
right.
I'm just like, how do they not put the two and two together? Where like, what if we did
do a Mario Party Battle Royale?
It's just asking for it, dude. It's just asking.
That would be kind of fun. Although it'd have to be online, and we know what happens when you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Nintendo's online is a little.
Can't trust Nintendo's online.
I mean, Xbox could have done it. I was thinking about how they have fusion friends. They just sitting there. They don't know what to do with, and like they could have brought it back with this, But I'm holding out that somebody's gonna do a Squid Game violent version. I think that will happen.
Alice in Borderlands. Alice in Borderlands would be perfect for it
because you have puzzles, right? Which is you use more.
Yeah, you could do mind puzzles, or you could.
That would have to be like a squad-based thing. Like, I mean, I guess you could do solo, but it'd be
cool.
more fun.
That'd be cool, right? You could go by yourself, or you could, See, if they were smart, they could do it just like the Alice in Borderlands comic.
Yeah, it'd almost
TV show.
It'd be like an escape room combined with like a battle royale, which would be kind of fun.
Go listen to our review of that first season, and then
I missed
then
that.
play Fall Guys, and then you'll see what we're talking about.
The second season's coming up soon. Hopefully, I don't know if it got delayed or not, but
I think it's in the fall.
We should definitely do that.
Thank God, sweet. Love that show.
I have to brag a little bit and say that I did get my first crown in Fall Guys, and it was
nice.
A really fun moment. I don't know, like when you're in that final round, there's just something about it. Like your heart's beating, your palms are sweaty. You know, you're like, oh, I gotta get that crown. And
I was second place, and I was right
dude,
there. It feels good to even get second place. I couldn't imagine first.
And like with you guys there watching me as I was going up to the mountain and everything, and I finally grabbed the crown, like that was a great moment.
I mean, even
definitely better with friends.
Having spectators and friends helps too, because like there's that one where you're jumping around trying not to fall to the bottom, and we can we can spin our cameras around to see if people
you guys were
you or cut you
off. You guys were helping me as I was climbing up, like, oh, there's a guy over here, a guy to your left, and I was, it was just perfect.
Can you play private games in this where like you invite up to 8 people or so and play these?
I believe you can. I think they did add private lobbies to this game, so if you have enough people, you can organize your own little thing.
That was sweet,
which I think would be pretty fun.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, that's a fun one. I feel like go back to that every now and then.
Dave, I know you want to talk about the other game we've been playing. You played it way more than us. I've only gotten to like the first couple of levels, but
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, which got chucked on Game Pass, and I don't know, when did it come out?
It looks like it came out in 1991, which is awesome.
It's
the art style is amazing.
It's super smooth.
They nail it.
Like a lot of the updates they made to the combat are nice, where you guys kind of level up a little bit. You unlock some moves. You got like, I don't know, they tie it in nicely. The updated mechanics.
Yeah, I think they did some smart upgrade, because I've never been a huge fan of beat 'em ups. You know, like it's always fun for like 5 minutes, and then you're like, nah, this is getting kind of repetitive and boring.
Missions, and then you're done. Yeah,
but they changed it up enough where the combat feels satisfying and fun for, an extended period of time. And like you got your different combos and moves, and you're like learning moves, so you can actually level up and upgrade each character, each turtle. So
like you got charge attacks, and then you get double jump attacks, and you can do team attacks. Then you get into the super moves and the taunts. But I mean, you get up to, I can't imagine having 6 players in there. That's got to be insane. But
even with just 3 of us, it was like so chaotic. A lot of stuff going on screen. So
there are some silly like challenges in there. Like I don't know who could ever play a beat 'em up level and not get hit. Like there's got to be some sort of weird. There's some sort of weird cheat to that. I don't know what's going on there. Some sort of sorcery.
You actually beat it, right? You finished the story?
Yeah. I mean, it's not terribly long. I think 16, 17, 18 levels, somewhere in there. Upper teens. Couple hours. Unlock a character. So, I don't know. It's got
definitely seems like the perfect game with kids, too. Like, even if they're just button mashing and they're not really pulling their weight, you can just kind of kick all the other guys' asses and move on. So, it's a good game for kids.
I mean, it says it's got all the voice actors from the 87 cartoon, so everything sounds perfect.
Yeah.
The music is fucking good in this game. Like they got I think it would have been the Super Shredder battle, but there's the Wu-Tang song is in this game.
Oh. Yeah, I love that.
It is a banger. So I
don't have a ton of nostalgia for Turtles or like that era of beat 'em ups really, but I was enjoying this game. I mean, I only played it with you guys, but I would go back to it if we ever wanted to play it again.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, growing up with these in the arcades, like this is the perfect love letter to those old Turtles games. So it's an absolute must play if you like those. If you like beat 'em ups, definitely. Mm-hmm. Especially good with kids too.
For sure.
What else do we got? You guys got anything you want to throw out there?
I got
game-wise?
I got a couple
shows,
things game-wise. They just released in June that new PlayStation Plus tier, which is like, whatever. People are saying it's the competitor to Game Pass, but it's not really. It's kind of its own thing.
Premium Plus Ultra.
Yeah, there's the 3 levels, like, whatever, Essential.
It reminds me of Nintendo.
Deluxe, and I forgot what the tiers were. Premium is the next one, but
yeah, Nintendo does that where they have like, hey, we have all these games from like like SNES and NES, so you can pay for that online. It's like $20 a year. That's actually a good deal. But then they're like, oh, but if you want N64 games, you got to pay additional because they blocked that whole catalog off. And it's like Nintendo, or I'm saying PlayStation is kind of doing that, where Xbox is like, yo, listen, just give us your money every month and we will just be doing a Netflix thing, adding them, taking away. And if it's anything exclusive, it stays.
Yeah, I don't love the tier model. I think it monthly 10, 15, and then like 18 or something. But if you pay for a year, it's essentially $10 a month for the highest year, so it's $120 for a year. But I've just been doing the monthly thing. I don't know how much I'll keep it, but I subscribe the premium tier, so you get all the PS5, PS4, PS3, PS2, PS1, all the whole library with the top tier. And I'm actually really impressed by the library that they have. Like, I mean, Sony's got all their IPs. They have tons of classics on there.
Sly
like
Cooper.
Escape, Tekken 2. I've been playing a lot of Tekken 2. Yeah, Sly
Tekken
Cooper.
would be it. Yeah, go back to that.
And like they have pretty much all the essential PS4 games, and they even have some new PS5 games. Like I've been playing a lot of Returnal because I've been hearing good things about that. One's really fun.
I can see myself rocking it for a couple months just because I want to go back and play some games.
That's kind of what I'm doing. I don't know how long I'll keep it, but right now I'm enjoying it. You know, I've found a couple games that I've just been cranking on, mostly Returnal and a golf game, Everybody's Golf, which is actually pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
That one, I like that. It's like a Hot Shots Golf successor. They have the original Hot Shots Golf on there as like a PS1 classic, and I loved that game as a kid. But I tried going back to it, and man, it's
a little muddy.
Rough.
Yeah,
it is rough. Yeah,
Your
man.
Golf balls are square.
I also played. They had Super Star Wars on there, which is weird because it's like a Super Nintendo game.
Really, same one?
Yeah, they released like a PlayStation package like a couple years ago with like some retro Star Wars games. Huh. So it's technically like the PS4 version of it, but it's on that service. So I checked it out, and that game is hard as shit.
Fuck yeah!
Like I couldn't get past the first level.
Yeah,
and
those were intense back in the day.
I also don't remember in A New Hope where Luke has a blaster and shooting scorpions in the desert. So.
Wampas, or what was that? What was he shooting?
Scorpions and worms and like random bats and shit. Like
you gotta climb the sand crawler after that. That is the sand crawler is a pain in the dick right there. That's a fun game though.
No, I just wanted to check it out, and I'm like, okay, this is fun, but I uninstalled it after like 15 minutes.
I've been so out of this PlayStation ecosystem for a while, since PS3. Like I missed a good chunk of PS4 and PS5. Like I would go nuts in there.
If you ever got even a PS4, this would be something like this is perfect for someone like you because it has all of the like essential PlayStation
why I have it.
Games on there, and like on like the premium tier, it has like Ghost of Tsushima and some of
the PS4 just has some of the best games ever made. They just had some of the best games, and I think just owning a PS4 makes a lot of sense because then if you want, you could turn on the subscription, whichever one you choose, probably get the premium one, and just bust through some of those classics.
A bunch of stuff,
you know. Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah,
because that's what PlayStation is great about. They're great about single player experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to borrow your PlayStation because for God of War and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, which I still have to beat.
Oh
my God! You're crazy.
Put it on the show and then I'll play it.
Yeah. Well, some current news actually is kind of funny. It came out today. The God of War Ragnarok, like the sequel, is coming out November, which I'm super pumped about.
Yeah.
That might be so that means I gotta finish the first one.
Good time for me to
definitely gotta finish the first one. Yeah. And I need to replay the first one because that's still in my top 5 favorite games of all time.
I'm like halfway through, and it is incredible. I honestly don't know why I stopped.
Good. That whole series,
good, man.
From the beginning, it was just fantastic.
It's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Yeah,
love those.
That's all I had for video games, but yeah, a couple TV shows.
I was gonna say it's a good time, like it's a good summertime show time, like because we've all been watching The Boys. Summertime showtime. Yeah.
Summertime showtime. Summertime showtime.
We should coin that term.
There's a
copyright
shirt.
It. Yeah, summertime showtime.
I can picture the one's like full and the other one's outlined underneath. Yeah, I can. Bang out street design.
I was gonna say Dave gives us all the good shirt ideas, all the good shticks.
What well, as I was saying, we've all been watching The Boys, right?
Just the first couple episodes of the latest season, but
so we're all in different spots here.
Oh, Eric, you're catching up still. Damn it.
I've watched season 1 like a long ass time ago. A couple years, like I don't know, probably around the time it first came out. Like we were still working together at our old job when I watched it, and I loved it, but I just never watched the second season. Like I just was like, it was always on my backlog. Like I'll get to it, whatever.
Yeah.
And now the third season's out and everybody's raving about it. So I'm like, okay, now's the time to catch up. So I've been working my way through season 2. I'm almost done with it.
Let me know when you finish season 2.
Season 7, or episode 7 of season 2, I think.
Yeah, let me know when you
8 episodes.
Let me know when you transition then, because then I'll just start 3 again with you. And I don't know.
Yeah, I'm almost there. So we've been cranking through that, and yeah, it's fantastic. I feel like it's one of those shows that gets better with every season. Yeah. You know, I mean, obviously I haven't watched the third season yet, but I've just been hearing things.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Through the grapevine.
Shit gets crazy. I don't know. It's a great series, and every episode is great. So
every episode is great. Every episode is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. There hasn't been one episode, like season 1 or 2, where I'm like, wow, this is a little boring, you know.
Right.
And
it never drags.
I'm not paying attention.
The jokes
I'm always
are
on
there.
like the edge of my seat of what's going to happen next. Like they're always cranking up, you know, the tension and like
it makes
themselves.
It's a good weekly release too. It's good that they don't dump them all out there at once.
Binging
it wouldn't be a good bingeable show because it's
one a night. We've been doing like one a night, and that's like perfect, you know.
Absolutely. We've been watching. I've been watching Stranger Things as well. It's also
I haven't watched any of that. I saw that the last episode is like 3 hours long or something.
Two and a half hours.
How is it? How does a show have an episode that's longer than a movie?
It's longer than like
crazy.
Just make it 3
Kenobi
episodes.
Series is almost one episode.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that I'm assuming they just wanted like a big old finale, chunky
because
finale.
this is the end of the Duffer Brothers in Stranger Things. I think they're the two directors.
Oh, are they?
No, they're doing one more season.
I thought.
I saw that the next season is going to be shorter than this last season, but I thought they're going to do one more.
Oh, I didn't even know. I thought this was it. I thought this was the final season. I guess I didn't realize that there was something after this.
Some sort of, I don't know. There's some sort of.
All right, it's a bunch of. Is it good? Is it really that good?
It's really good.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like last season much.
Dude, I would say
it was all looks like not a good story.
I mean, I watched. I don't know, Dave. Have you watched the whole thing?
No, there's 2 episodes that started in July.
Okay. I wasn't
got 5
sure
hours left to watch.
I wasn't sure if you watched those. Yeah, so we're at the same point. We both watched up to like the part 1 chunk that they released, and I would say this is. I mean, I haven't watched season 1 obviously since it first came out, but I would say this is probably my favorite season. Like, I like a lot of the stuff that's going on, and they went back to their roots a little bit with the first season.
Yeah, the first season was
went
great.
Back to the more horror roots and like a lot of that stuff. And
yeah, not stupid Russians bases underneath and kids not. God,
well,
I really like the story.
Russians,
I really like.
I think it's better. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to give away anything.
It's not like
you haven't watched it, Brandon. But
okay, I'll watch it. My wife just finished watching or is watching it or something. Like that.
That's how I felt. I was like, season 2 was like, okay, this is good. Season 3 was like, I don't know about this. I'm kind of done with Stranger Things. Over it a little bit, and then I started season 4. So I'm like, okay, I'm fully back in.
3 leaned on the nostalgia a little too hard. This one's got it sprinkled in, but it's got more meaty story, meat and potatoes.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about it, is that they're not like, oh, hey, this is 80s, you know, look at this. You remember this, guys? And like, they're using it as a setting in like a smart way instead of like shoving the nostalgia in your face. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd say it's definitely worth a watch. And they give you a good recap at the beginning of the season 2 if you don't remember a lot of the things that happened. Because there was a couple things where I'm like, I don't remember this happening, or a couple characters I'm like, who is this guy?
Don't forget about Barb. Don't forget about Barb.
Can't forget about Barb.
What else you guys got?
I got around to watching a movie that a lot of people told me to watch. It's called...
I told you to watch this movie.
Don't Look Up.
Oh, I want to watch this movie.
All right, give me give me your impressions. I thought you would really like this movie.
Yeah, I can see why people don't. There are things that I didn't care for. Weird editing. I didn't really care for that weird edit because like it was in the future, then it was in the past. It was just trying to like kind of paint all the moving parts of something, but I didn't care for that. But overall, it's scary because yes, it's a parody on just America or the world, whatever, but America specifically. And a few years ago, I would say specifically, but it's absurd, and part of it does make me think that could happen in this country, and it's an interesting film. I enjoyed it though. I really like the performances. I chuckled at some stuff, and I was losing my mind at some stuff because I'd be like, oh my god, like I feel like that's what's going on now or something like that, so and then the way it ends, it's great. I really like that ending. Like it really landed for me, and I was just like, wow, this movie is as stupid and absurd as the concept is when you really think about it. It just kind of, I don't know, it just makes you think about stuff. And I think that's all they really wanted to do. And I had fun doing it. Great performances.
It's got Leo.
What's that?
It's got Leo and who?
Leonardo DiCaprio and
Jennifer
Lawrence.
Oh.
Yes.
It's got Jonah Hill's in there.
Jonah Hill's just being Jonah Hill as usual, but Meryl Streep was great.
Nice.
Meryl Streep was great.
She was so good in that role as the president.
And she's definitely a character you love to hate in that movie.
Yeah, clearly a female Trump, but anyways, it's good. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it, so I'm glad I watched it. And I can see all the buzz about it.
I gotta re-add that to the list because it came and it went, and I forgot about it. So
that's a good one, to watch just on a Friday night or whatever if you don't know what to watch, looking for a movie. It's not. There's definitely some heavy concepts in there, but I like how they kept it light, and it is like a parody, and there's a lot of funny moments, but like the actual subject matter is pretty dark and serious,
Yeah.
So it's a good one.
Just go and watch it, Dave. You'll like it. I think it's a fun one. Definitely watch with the wife.
Faux show.
Yep.
What else we got?
I think that's about all I had. I don't know about you guys.
I had one more. Well, two little games I've been playing, and I guess just to say, I don't think we've watched Umbrella Academy.
I watched the first episode of the new season, and I liked it.
Is it? Okay.
It's just hard getting back into it because
it's been so long since the last season.
It's been a long time.
It's next up on my list, but
they also do the thing where they recap everything, but I feel like that show, I was like, wow, I forgot a lot of stuff that happened in this. Like, I don't remember any of this.
It gets deep for that, so. No.
So it was kind of hard to get back into it after not watching it for so long. Like, I almost want to start it from the beginning, but I'll probably just crank through it because I did like the first episode of the new season that I watched. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say about it other than that.
Nice. All right. I do have one more though. It's a little game by the name of Disco Elysium.
Ooh, that is a Davey game if I've ever seen one.
You can call it, yes. That is a very Dave game. It is a RPG where I don't know. There's no real combat in it I've come across yet. It's all just like walking around and talking to people. Basically, you wake up like a drunk deadbeat cop, and you're trying to solve murder, basically, in this rundown part of town. It looks like it's in like the weird future where things are all messed up. Fucking art style on it is super super cool. It's like almost like a painted kind of way to it, but that's the best way I could describe it. It looks like a painting that you're walking around in, but you basically walk around and talk to people. Your character creation is all based around like dialogue skills, so like the art of suggestion or the conceptualization or creativity and stuff like that. So it's not like a standard like strength, dexterity, intelligence role-playing game. It's you're actually role playing as this cop, and you can build your character any number of ways, which is kind of insane. You can be like a hard ass, or you can be like a critical thinker and stuff like that. And all conversations are voice acted, so that makes them a little more interesting.
I think that was something they added for like the deluxe or whatever director's edition or director's cut.
Okay, it is
because I don't think that was in the original game, but yeah, I'm glad that they added it. I haven't played it, but I've been interested. But I just don't like a lot of reading in my video games.
You can.
That's why I play video games. Don't have to read.
That's how helps my kids read. So it's nice. But it looks really nice. It's an interesting gameplay mechanic where you're making like gray decisions, whether you're going to help people or strikers. It seems like I'm pretty early in the game, which is. I'm not too sure how far it actually goes into there, but it seems like a different version of like dialogue based role playing. So you can talk people out of stuff, you can talk people into stuff. The way I forget what they called it, the detective's thought cabinet is what I believe it's called, but you can think about things. If you have a conversation with somebody and some guy's discussing something with you, you can be like, all right, I'm going to think about that. And you set it as you put it in your thought cabinet and you think about it. And then in like gameplay time, like you eventually come to a conclusion about something that you've been thinking about over a period. And you can go back and do different dialogue choices. And
this does not sound fun. I'm sorry.
You can go from any number of ways.
It sounds so fucking boring to me. I couldn't imagine playing this.
You gotta see it is
such a Dave game.
It's like a story. Though. It's a very narrative driven story, which
but the music's good. The writing is good. Like it is. It's a high quality. Okay.
I was gonna say.
I feel like
the writing's got to be good.
Yeah.
Depending on it that much. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and you can you can make your cop any way you want. You can come at it from any angle, being the hard ass, or like I said, you can kind of think your way around things. So
I feel like I could not play this game at night.
I'm still, you'd probably
just fall right asleep.
Fall right asleep, yeah, pretty quickly.
What are you playing this on? Just Xbox or what?
Yeah.
How does it play on Xbox? Because I know it's more like a CRPG style.
I mean, it's fine. You're just walking around and talking to people. It takes a little bit. You like flick the right stick in the direction of like interactable objects, and it'll just switch between them. So it's pretty easy. I think they've got the controls figured out pretty well. But
that's cool.
If it comes to Game Pass, I think that's definitely one to look for. But that's one I had to seek out.
I would definitely check it out if it came to Game Pass. I know people were raving about it when it came out, but I just don't know if it's my type of game or not. Yeah, but I would give it a shot
if it was on Game Pass, I guess. Yeah,
sure. But that's about all I had. That's the one I like to slide in here and there. There's another random one, but it's a little side project I'm working on.
Well, don't just tease it. I want to know.
It's a little side game. It's like Project Highrise. It's like Sim Tower, basically. But it's like for those times when you only got like a half hour to play and you don't want to jump too deep into another game. But
is that game that's on Game Pass? It's like a black and white look, and it shows all the different skyscrapers, and you start from the ground level, and you got two dudes, and then you start adding levels and adding elevators and stairs.
Yeah.
Delete.
It's a fun little time
game
waster.
Was boring as fuck, dude. Oh my god, I was pumped. This is gonna be like Sim City. And it was not fun. I was like, what am I doing? Building stairs and elevators? I'm like,
when you start out with
way more fun than this.
Start out with a shitty little tower.
Dude, which reminds me though, maybe I'm not playing it enough, but still, there is a game that is fucking coming out, and it made me think of you guys. It's coming out in Game Pass. It's called Power Washer Simulator. I couldn't believe it.
Dude, man.
You guys like that stupid lawnmower simulator shit. I deleted that too. I was like, these simulators are not fun.
House Flipper just came out too.
House Flipper, I want to try House Flipper.
That one was fun. I played a little bit of that too. You're like
it makes you feel a sense of accomplishment,
picking up garbage and cleaning stuff.
How can I do that when I need to do that in real life? Like I need to go power wash.
Well, that's
house.
the point.
Mindless.
If you don't want to do it in real life, so you do it in a video.
Like that's what the Architect game is. The skyscraper Project Highrise or whatever. It's just the mindless time waster. I have to keep looking down at my paper to remember its name. But it's
you could say that about any video.
You're running wires and you're building. I'm gonna put a fucking cafe here and a coffee machine here. But yeah,
Batman goes around kicking bad guys' asses all day long. The last thing he wants to do is go online and play video games, kicking people's asses. He probably wants to play boring games like this.
Yeah,
it's true. It's true.
Sometimes you need to just zone out.
I still play Farming Simulator with the kid.
Yeah, that's crazy. How are the crops this year?
Sometimes it's fun. We mostly just fuck around, buy different vehicles, and do like the contracts and stuff.
But do actually that pretty fun. Do that in Skyrim or Fallout, where it's like you can also like do other. Cool
okay, well,
Skyrim
can you drive a combine harvester in Skyrim? I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm sure you can get a mod to do something.
Oh shit! Well, I think that's all we got, right?
Yeah. I'm good.
Okay, all right. We'll wrap it up. That was fun. If you want to follow us on social media, you can follow us at Nomads of Fantasy on Twitter and Instagram. Email us nomadsoffantasy@gmail.com with what you've been exploring this month. And you can go to the nomadsoffantasy.com for all your nomad needs. And with that, we're out. And as always, safe travels, nomads. All right, let's talk about some solo.